Does it say REC? Okay. Hi Hannah, miss you. Sorry that you're not with us. Hope you're okay. We are building on what we did on Friday. We all got up and practiced the unit circle, putting in all the points with the long guy, the short guy, and the middle man. And now we checked our homework. So that was on that, there were 6 problems, I believe, on that dark yellow sheet. So you can catch up with that. I have a key for you when you come in next. All right, today we're going to build on this unit circle stuff, and then we're going to add some new stuff. So half the class will be building, and then we'll be adding. So let's look at the first thing I want to do, and that is this. Say that you're walking around and the unit circle is not in front of you. So could you cover up your unit circle? I know you're on a page where it's facing you, so just cover it up with some straight piece of paper. And there is a circle up here, but they're not completed. So I will leave these up here, but they will need to be kept committed to memory, the long, short, and the middle. If you've used them so much already, you might already have them memorized. All right, so what I want to do is give you a problem and show you how you'll do it without the unit circle in front of you. So you're going to be drawing these things out of your beautiful minds. So the first one is sine of 11 pi over 6. Now you had that in your homework, and probably how you did it was you just looked at the unit circle. But now you're going to have to pull it out of your, as I said, your mind. So you may use your pencil to do this, but eventually it'd be really great if you could even do the whole thing mentally. But here's what we'll do first. So on the response side, was it page 96?
Yeah.
Write a sine of 11 pi over 6. Draw a circle and find 11 pi over 6 on the circle, but only 11 pi over 6. Now you can put in, what I do is I just put in some dots. I'm not going to draw even the lines. I draw in my monkey math lines. And then I know this is in sixths, so I don't even worry about the quarters. So I put in the dots and I find 11 pi over 6. Once I find it, I draw a line from the origin to the point on the circle at 11 pi over 6. So once you've found 11, here's how I find, I go 1 6 pi, 2, 3, 4, and I go around until I find 11 6 pi. So have you found it? All right, so if this is the clock, it's over here around 4 o'clock, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's over here. So I have identified 11 6 pi. So I don't even write that anywhere. I just draw the line. And now I ask myself, what is the value of that point? So if we are at this point, Abby, help me, we go over this much. From the center to this point, I go over this much and down this much. So which values will show up at 11 pi over 6?
Okay, if I can remember it, it would be negative, well, positive x, but
Yeah, positive x.
is that 1/2?
Does that look like we went long or short or middle when we go
That
from?
looks like middle. So
It's the middles are always the 45. So the middles always have a 4 here.
okay,
So if you can ignore the middles when we have a 6 there or a 3.
so 1/2 and negative square root of 3 over 2.
You got the signs right, but notice the x value went real long and then you went short. Does this look longer than that?
Oh, I was
So-
looking at the other line. Yeah, then those are switched.
Okay. So square root of 3 over 2 minus 1/2. All right, so now Abby, finish it up. What is the sign of that now that you've got the coordinates?
That's positive, and then the 1/2 is negative.
Yes, I got that, but I don't mean that sign.
Oh.
I mean the SIN.
The sign is negative 1/2.
Right, it's the second one. Now, how close are you to actually doing it without the circle in front of you? can you mentally go around that circle and find in your mind 11/6 pi, and from the center, notice you went over a long guy, down a short, and the answer is the short, -1/2. You don't have to get, I'll never know if you do it mentally or if you draw it out, but there will be times when you're not allowed to look at your unit circle. You'll have to draw at least this much. All right, try another one. Try cosine of 5 pi over 4. Without looking at your unit circle. And you can use it, but you have to start from scratch. So, cosine of 5 pi over 4. Anyone do it in their head?
Well, I know the point.
All right. You found the point, now the cosine.
Oh, I think I got it.
All right, well, let's see, Allie, and then you can try the next one, Bailey. What?
Is it -1/2?
-1/2? I think because these are fourths, it's
Oh,
always going to be
the
the
middle.
middle guy.
Okay.
So what will it be?
Is it the square root of 2 over 2?
Yeah, but which is is it going to be
It's
a
negative.
Right? All right. I think that's right. Let's check it out. All right. So what you do is you draw this in your head or on your paper, and then I always put in my monkey math. And now these are the fourths, so it's going to be these points. I'm not dividing it into sixths. I'm dividing it into fourths. And 5 of them are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I found that one in my head. And the fourths are always the middle. They involve the middle. So we went the middle over and the middle down. So the point is negative square root of 2 over 2, negative square root of 2 over 2. So which of those is the cosine? So they're the same. It is the first one, but it does the same. So you got it. All right. Try another one. And then we'll give you some on a piece of paper to try. We'll do 2 more. Cosine of, I put it in degrees. So we need to kind of know. Isn't it funny? We're already thinking in pi radians better.
225 between.
Which one? What's 225 in radians?
It would be between 330. It'd be 4. It'd be 3.
It's one of the quarters.
It's a quarter? Is it the one we just did?
Yeah, it's the one we just did.
Yeah.
Just
That's
the same
boring.
thing.
That's boring. So it's negative square root of 2 over 2.
Yeah.
Forget that one. Boring, boring, boring. All right, tangent. Ready?
Oh no. No.
Pi over 6. Tangent's going to be a little hard. You're probably going to have to write him out because you're going to have to divide the second by the first.
To the top.
Or the top by the top. If you can do all that in your head, okay. All right. Try this. This is on your response side. This would be the third one that we've written down. Tangent of pi over 6.
Oh, is it the square root of 3 over 1?
I think it is. I have to think about it. Let me think. I'm going in my
I
unit
thought it was
circle
one of those-
trance. Be
I thought-
quiet.
I thought it would be the opposite.
What?
That would be the
In the
opposite.
opposite?
1 over the square root of 3.
We'll see. I have to go into my trance. Be quiet. All right. Over the long, up the short. So the first one is
It's one
long,
over
and the second one is she. I think she's right. Do you think she's right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good try there. All right. This is a tough one. I probably would write it out. I draw in my monkey math. Pi over 6 is 1/6 pi. So I only go right here. So right there, and that means I went over the long and up the short.
It's x over y when you're finding it.
And so we've got to do this value divided by this value. So again, I'm allowing you to write this out. It's just that sometimes you're not allowed to look at the unit circle.
Yeah.
So this flips, when you divide by a fraction, it's the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. The 2's cancel. All right, rationalize that. Do you recall how to do that? Abby, I always pick on you for rationalizing. So what is it? What will I multiply by?
The square root of 3 over 1.
Over itself. We have to multiply by the value 1, which is always something divided by itself. So
it's
what's this be?
the square root of 3 over 3.
Very good. She's got it. All right. Very good. All right, that is the kind of thing we're going to do now on a worksheet for a few minutes, and then we'll cut it off, and you'll finish it at home. And I want you to try to do these without looking at your unit circle, and then looking at your unit circle and checking them. So that's the process that we're going to do. There's a whole bunch of them. In fact, there's every single one of them. But you can abbreviate it, as you can see. Can Hannah see this?
No, you have to hold it. I don't think you can see it.
Okay. All right. Well, you'll see it someday, Hannah. But sine of, like the first one is sine of 0. That's monkey math. Cosine of 0 and tangent of 0. Well, then when you go over to pi over 6, we actually have it drawn on the board. You can do the sine, cosine, and tangent all at once. So you only have to draw it out in your mind or on your paper one time. And as you can see, it just goes around the clock. It doesn't like skip around. So, and I have all the 6ths up here and all the 4ths down here. So it's not as bad as it looks. So, all right, Hannah, we'll catch you in a minute. So over and out. Can you push the button there? Thank you.